PaJeS is at the centre of Jewish education, supporting our schools and trying to ensure excellence for our students. There are a few key words that encapsulate the work that we do.
Concepting.
Connecting our teachers with one another and with outside experts.
PaJeS has been really instrumental in supporting me during my headship. It was hugely helpful in meeting other head teachers to discuss any things that we need to talk about in a safe space.
PaJeS is a group that brings together the diverse but also very unified voices of professionals in Jewish schools everywhere and really unites that voice to get great things done.
Pleading.
PaJeS is leading the way in understanding educational priorities and in delivering excellence.
I think PaJeS provides the Jewish school community with an empowering voice at government level, which is sorely needed at this time when there are so many changes and questions in education.
PaJeS is a very fierce advocate for independent and state-funded schools, and we very much value that. But working with PaJeS has enabled us to strengthen that team, the understanding that the inspectors have of Jewish schools.
I've personally learnt a huge amount through working with PaJeS and other organisations in the Jewish community about the range of beliefs and values that underpin Jewish education.
I find having PaJeS invaluable to my work. Somebody who represents the Jewish community and schools who I can test ideas with as I develop policy, solution focused to work out what we might want to do next, but also to give me intelligence about what matters to the community.
They've also been very helpful in understanding some of the challenges that Jewish schools face in addressing issues which can be sensitive around things like sex and relationships education, where they played a really helpful role in supporting the department's engagement with the community on those issues.
We have recently undertaken a complex investigation that impacted the Orthodox Jewish community, and as a result we identified some critical friends, namely PaJeS, who've been really key to helping us in achieving our goals.
In showering.
Empowering our leaders in order to ensure the best quality of education for our students.
So as a head teacher, I strive for excellence. I want the children to do as well as they can from whatever their starting points. PaJeS helps facilitate that for us.
As head teachers, obviously being the most senior leaders in the school, the support that we get from PaJeS during the year, but specifically the conferences that take place, again, cannot be overstated.
I've been part of the PaJeS Senior Leadership Fellowship for the best part of the year. So as part of the fellowship, we were taken by PaJeS to Israel for a week-long seminar. That was eye-opening and inspiring.
To take us out of that context and see how things can be done differently and be done successfully with a completely different approach. As someone who has taken an unconventional route to headship, I feel invested in, and I have personally felt that it's had a massive influence on my career.
Campy.
Championing our schools and shouting out about their success.
Last year we were fortunate to win one of the awards. The award meant that we were able to have impact for so many hundreds of children's reading.
They offered me the opportunity last summer to attend a leadership conference for experienced heads in Harvard. I'm proud to call myself a Wold Scholar today as a result of the week that I spent with 300 head teachers from around the world. There is no question that I found my week in Harvard probably one of the most inspiring weeks of my working life.
No man is an island. You need to be part of something. A school is really important, but you've got to be very careful not to be insular, and PaJeS provides that support and help.
I think PaJeS being the umbrella which keeps us all dry.
PaJeS is a really forward-thinking organisation. It's been powerful in leading Jewish schools in the community and helping us to ensure that we're able to educate the Jewish population in a forward-thinking, inspirational way.
Without PaJeS, I would find it much harder to understand the views of the Jewish community. I really appreciate them as an organisation helping me as a conduit into those issues.
Certainly without PaJeS, my job would be much more difficult.
PaJeS is honest, uncompromising, a fierce advocate for schools, and always puts the needs of the children first.
PaJeS champions all that is good about Jewish schools and all that is good about education within the Jewish community.
PaJeS, something to shout about.